Hi guys, can you hear me? This is Vidas, trying to set up the stream again, but having problems, but we'll see what's happening for the third time now. We'll see if this is still the case. Oh, I think now we have video on live. Finally. Apologies. All right. So thanks for waiting. I will cut out this part, the good part, okay, for future replay. Okay, and then we'll be good to go. I think we'll be good to go. So now let's start. Hi guys, this is Vidas and welcome to another training. Today is a special occasion, Learn with Vidas session, and today I'm going to teach you how to improvise using dissonant chords, a march on Wie schön leuchtet der Morgenstern chorale tune. This is a very special tune for upcoming Epiphany, and this tutorial is a continuation of dissonant chords tutorial, okay? And hopefully everything will go smoothly today, and let me know how you see this stream in the chat. Hi Dawn has requested this tutorial, so of course Dawn is using this stream very seriously and practicing over the week, and hopefully others can do that the same. All right. Wonderful. So now I have created this Wie schön leuchtet suite recently, like this, and I played an entire suite for you last Friday, and I will premiere it in live setting next Sunday at Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris during my audition recital, Sunday afternoon, January the 4th. Okay, and now let's see, and now I will play it for you, and then we'll talk about how it's put together and how you can use my techniques in your improvisation. Okay, here we go. We're using Seifert organ in Magdalena Church, Maria Magdalena Church in Goch, and this is the opening registration. Enjoy. So this is how this march sounds. This is a processional. I call it as a liturgical name: processional, offertory, communion, and recessional in my Vision leuchtet suite. So, but it has a march character, okay, march-like character. So first of all, I would like to see if everything goes well now in the stream, in the live chat. Let me know if you can see me and hear me right now. I know a few people are watching, so let me know in the live chat right now. All right. And in the meantime, let's reduce the registration somewhat. Reduce it into, let's say, a monter. Just foundations, okay, on the grand org, and foundations on the C. And then let's see in the bass 16 and 8. Like this. And this will be, of course, better for our purposes. Okay. So basically, oh, Don says it's good now. Good, glad to hear you. So I first played with the louder registration for you, so that you would hear how it sounds, how your end result sounds. But now let's deconstruct. It has on a lower registration, softer, right? So that I could talk and play at the same time. So this piece has an interesting structure, ritornello phrases, like interludes, right? Recurring motifs between, after, and before chorale tunes. Sometimes in the same key, the key is D major, 4/4 meter. Sometimes in different meter, different key, transposed. We have the chorale tune. Sometimes it's in D major, sometimes it's in A major, and sometimes in different other melodic progression, right? So it fits to modulate the interludes as well. All right, so let's take a look at our interlude, or as we call ritornello, refrain, basically, this recurring 4-measure phrase. Let me play it for you. Like this. What can you notice about it? It, of course, has dotted rhythms, like any good march has, right? And what we need to do here is to deconstruct these chords. The first chord that we have is, maybe I'll show you the keyboard view, okay? You will see exactly what it is. The first chord is D major. This is already now dissonant chord. This is 4/2 chord built from the note D. D major, D 4/2 chord. It's actually from E. 7th chord is from the note E, 2nd scale degree chord, right? In D major. But 4/2 chord is from the note D. 7th chord next. Root position chord. Subdominant 6/4 chord. D 7th chord. E 4/2 chord. D. Again. E 4/2 chord. What is this? Eleventh chord. That's why it's so dissonant. 11, position chord, 7th chord, dominant 9th chord, another 9th chord. And the interesting feature is that it starts in D, but it ends on A11th, A 9th chord. So A in D major is the dominant. Here, 5th category. And it's good that we can actually use this type of tonic dominant relationship at the beginning, because dominant creates a question at the end of the musical phrase. And since the chorale tune starts on the note D, right? I may have to add a little bit like this, more juice, so that you could hear it. It starts from the note D, so the previous chord, the last chord of the ritornello should be, like a question mark before that, and the chorale tune then answers this question. Right? Does it make sense? Let's do it again. Nice. And then I have the first phrase of the chorale tune, actually 2 phrases of the chorale, like this. And the third, like this. In quarter notes, very simple rhythmic idea, but the chords, the first chord is D 9th chord, 4/3 chord from the note C sharp, 7th chord from the note D, 7th chord from the note B, 7th chord from the note F sharp, 7th chord from the note G, 7th chord from the note B, 7th chord from the note D, 7th chord from the note F sharp, 7th note G, 4/3 chord from the note E, 7th chord from the note B, 7th chord from the note C sharp, 6/5 chord from the note D, 7th chord from the note E, 7th chord from the note A, 7th chord from the note D, 7th chord from the note G, 7th chord from the note D, 7th chord from the note E, 7th B, 6/5 chord from the note G, 7th chord from A, and tonic, and the 9th chord from the note D. Okay, does it make sense? Let me know. Don is asking, are the chords a ground bass? No, not a ground bass. Which chords, by the way? I'm not sure what you mean. Ground bass. What I'm doing in chorale phrase, I just harmonizing the tune in soprano, right? Using 7th chords or their inversions. Mostly 7th chords, as you can see. 7th chords from the note D, 7th chord from the note A, 7th chord from the note B, and so on. So that's That's one way to do it. You could choose to do it just for 3 chords all the way through. Let me demonstrate. It will still sound nice. So instead of 9th chord at the beginning, we could build 4/3 chord, where the top note is our chorale tune note, E, like this. And continue to do so. Isn't that beautiful? Parallel chords. Remember we did that last time. But sometimes it's just too high, right? So sometimes we need make it a wider disposition, still having F sharp in the bass, like this perhaps. This. But I like actually, I like 7th chords better in this case. Like this. Right. So that's the idea. But of course, in a creative composition, you don't have to use just one type of chord. You can just mix chords together, creating a nice bass line first. And that's actually what I did. I created sometimes opposite direction, soprano and the bass, to make the bass line a little more independent from soprano, and then supplied missing alto and tenor. Right? And then you can have 7th chords for 3 chords, 6/5 chords, and for 2 chords if you want. All right, the second page, there are 4 pages. Second page starts with a repetition of the ritornello figure, like this, which we already mastered. Oh, maybe I'll show this way, because then you will see the pedals as well. The same idea, like the beginning. Right? Yes, the tune is in the harmony. And then, what's actually interesting, I have exact repetition of the tune in the top voice. And I think I just used the same harmonization even here. Like this. You don't have to change it if it works. Like this. Now notice we finished on the tonic chord, even though it is a 9th chord, but still it's a tonic chord. Then then we could create another ritornello and play it, but then we have to look at the scale degree of the next chorale phrase. A, F sharp, A, F sharp. Like this. So it starts from the note A. From the note A. And note A is the fifth scale degree, the dominant note, right? So it makes sense to now play a ritornello not in the D major, but in A major. Suppose this 3 sharps. Like this. And then 7th chord from the note A connects very well, because we finished on the dominant of A major 7th chord or 9th chord, but from the note E, and 1/5 below it's A, our next note. So use this perfect fourth, perfect fifth relationship between the chords, and then you will find a very natural progression like this. All right. So next we have, I'll show you the keyboard. 7th chord from the note A, 7th chord E, 6/5 chord from the note C sharp, 6/5 from the note E. Oh, here I didn't want to repeat. There are 2 repeats, A, F sharp in the melody, and I didn't want to do this. So the second measure is different. The first measure is 7th chords, and the second measure is with 6/5 chords. A little different. Then 7th chord from the note B, 7th chord from the note G, 7th chord from the note A, 6/5 chord from the note C sharp, 7th chord from the note D, 7th chord from the note F sharp, 6/5 chord from the note G, 6/5 chord from the note A, 6/5 chord from the note B, 7th chord from the note G, 7th chord, 9th chord from the note D. 9 is this E. I could play it on top of it. Of course, in the soprano it has to be D, so I play E right here. Okay, and then. I could play now a ritornello again, but in which key? I already used D, the key of D major, the tonic. I used that key of A major, the dominant, and I could naturally use some other key now. And in my mind, I know that the last ritornello, after the next chorale phrase, after the last, chorale material, will be D, in tonic. So, but now we have to do one more interlude before the final one. So it's best not to use D major, because it's best to save it for the last entrance, right? So what we need to do is to check what's the first note, the next note in the chorale tune. It's D. It's actually goes from the highest note, D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, and D. D major scale, that's the nature of this tune, ending of it. So if we know that the first note of the last phrase is D, so then this ritornello can be D major, or it can be another key which which has D in its tonic chord, right? If we used A major now, it doesn't have a common note with D. It has common note A, C sharp, E, but not D, right? D major has A, D, F sharp, and A. D, F sharp, and A. A major has A, C sharp, and E. So common note between those two chords is A. And I already used that before, right? But now, oh, this chord, G major chord, subdominant, has also D note in common with D major chord, right? Actually, there is one more chord, B flat major chord, which have in common with the D. I could play it, this ritornello actually very interestingly. Like this. In B flat. But then it doesn't connect very well with D. I should use the first chord. Oh. It could work a B flat major, but remember B flat is a little distant key from D major, is lower 6 scale degree key, right? And it's borrowed its relationship to the tonic, to D major, it's borrowed from D minor. It's a full major minor system. Sometimes we can borrow chords from the same key but in minor, D major, D minor, and the chords that are related to D minor could still work in D major, right here, full major minor system. But that's not very straightforward way, it's a little more advanced. So today I'm just using 3 very often used chords, D major and their basically a tonal equivalence, D major, G major, and A major, tonic, subdominant, and dominant. And in this case, G major version would work very well before the last chorale phrase. Let me play it for you. Sharp. Don't forget this. And then we have D in the last chord, in the last phrase, the first note. So we finished with D, this interlude, and I could use actually D major 7th chord right here. But then I would repeat the same chord from one measure to another, and that's not very useful. It has to be two different chords if it's bar line, over the bar line. So I have the last chord of interlude E, and chose B minor 7th as the opening chord. D, B, B7. It works. And next, F sharp, 7th chord, G7, D7th chord, E7th chord, B7th chord, G, 6/5 chord, A, 7th chord, and D, 9th. And after that, obviously, we have this final ritornello in E. And we have to finish on tonic. So tonic 9th chord, E, usually E in D major, of the 9th, and it finishes very nicely, like this. And it could be short, because next we have offertory, different piece right away in the suite. So the previous march or a processional can end on a short staccato chord, like a question mark for the next piece. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So what you could do now is pick your own tune at home. Pick your own tune. This could be the same tune because it's the week of upcoming or 2 weeks. In 2 weeks probably will be Epiphany, right? So remember, it's a very useful tune if you use it in your church. So you could use my form, my tutorial. Just supply your own chords, and you could simply use all the 7th chords that I did, right? In parallel motion with the tune. And remember, what is yours to create is to create your interlude, your ritornello. By the way, it doesn't have to be exact repetition in each version. It doesn't have to be transposition to other keys exact. You could just play similar musical idea, right? Of 4 measures in D major, 4 measures in D major, 4 measures in A major, and then 4 measures in G major, and then 4 measures in D major again. That's the plan. And in between, add those missing chorale phrases, right? If you're choosing a different chorale tune, then you have to think, what's the key, right? Start your interlude in that key. What's the meter, right? Some tunes are in 3/4 meter, not 4/4 meter. Then you have to adjust the rhythm of the tunes in 4/4, not 3/4. That's the problem with 3/4 tunes. But it could be done in not very difficult way and still create a nice march sounding processional like this. Okay, but definitely use 4/4 tune like schön, leuchtet I chose today. Okay, thank you so much for your attention. Now we'll go with Total Organist students to do the last part of the Can Noel training, and I will create this live stream for them. If you're curious, please join this Total Organist community, and you can learn all these tutorials that are dedicated specifically for that community. These are premium tutorials. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Don, for the copy. Appreciate it. Everybody who supported me as well. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, Niels, hello. I'm just wrapping things up, and you just might need to replay the tutorial. And there were some not audio, but connection problems at the beginning. So I think this was the third time I started this tutorial right now. But I apologized. I'm not sure why it didn't go as planned. Like the last time on Friday, everything went the same, and I took the same steps. Nothing changed, but I was talking for 5 minutes alone, you know, without you seeing me. I was teaching myself this tutorial, but then saw nobody is joining, and there is no video, so I had to stop that tutorial and then start this one from scratch. And I'm not sure why it happened, so apologies for the misbehaving technology. Hopefully next time will be better and without hiccups, like usually we have without hiccups. And next time will not be next Friday. Next Friday and Sunday I will be in Paris. In Paris on Friday I'm flying out and have my own first rehearsal at Notre Dame Cathedral in the evening. And then on Sunday, I have an audition recital to play in the afternoon. So if you are in the vicinity of Paris in that weekend, hopefully we can see each other there. I know Rien is planning to come. Our good friend Rien's Hauptwerk is planning to come, and Paulus from Prague as well. Very nice. I won't be able to record that recital. Unfortunately, there is this a contract which doesn't allow recordings of the recital, but I'm sure there will be videos from Paris, from various locations, and on various occasions. I think we can do that as well, but not from the recital itself. There will be no full recital from Paris, but on January the 8th I'm going to Prague to play at the Sacred Heart Church of Jesus in Prague, recital organized by Embassy of Lithuania in Prague, thanks to Paulius Grigonis, who's organizing this. So then I think I will be recording this recital, and hopefully you can watch it on our channel, Secrets of Organ Playing channel, but a little bit later than this trip. So there will be no live streams next week and the week after that, right? Because Ausha and I are returning to Vilnius only on the 12th of January. 11th of January she is playing at Notre Dame in Paris, her own audition recital. So another opportunity to listen to her play live in Paris. If you are on the second weekend in January in Paris, invite you there. Okay. Lovely. So stay tuned anyway. There will be plenty of travel videos and plenty of nice other occasions. So, and photos, of course. So I'll see you, of course, on daily videos during this this trip, regular videos will still go out, but live streams will have to wait after Osha and I come back from our trip. Okay, thank you so much. All right, Niels is saying, unfortunately, I'll not be able to go to Paris. I was planning to go, but my wife has the service that day. Hope it will be a great concert. I hope so too. Definitely will tell you all about it afterwards. Okay, maybe we'll do a special podcast or something about. Stay tuned for the last podcast of the year. By the way, this Wednesday we have a special episode lined up for you. Definitely. And there is a surprise coming on Osha's channel as well in January. But you have to be patient. All right. Thank you, guys. And see you soon, wherever we meet. Bye for now. And remember, when you practice, miracles happen.